Ayo! And it be not for by the day I'll be hanged. Charles Wayne is over the new chimney, and yet a horse not packed. What? Ostler! I prithee, Tom, be cut saddle, put a few flocks in the point. Poor Jade is wrung, and the withers out of all cess. Peas and beans are as dank here as a dog. That is the next way to give poor Jade the bots. This house is turned upside down since Robert Ostler died. Poor fellow never joyed since the price of oats rose. It was the death of him. I think this be the most villainous house in all London road for fleas. I am stung like a tench. Like a tench? But the mass, that is ne'er a King Clisson could be better bit than I have been since the first cock.
Why? They will allow us near Jordan, and then we'd leak in your chimney, and your chamber lie breeze fleas like a loach.
What, Ostler? Come away and be hanged! Come away!
I have a gammon of bacon and 2 raisins of ginger to be delivered as far as Charing Cross.
God's body! The turkeys in my pannier are quite starved. What, Ostler? A plague on thee! Hast thou never an eye in thy head? Canst not hear? And 'twere not as good deed as drink to break the pate on thee. I am a very villain. Come and be hanged! Hast no faith in thee?
Good morrow, carriers. What's o'clock?
I think it be 2 o'clock.
I prithee, lend me thy lantern to see my gelding in the stable.
Nay, by God, soft! I know a trick worth 2 of that, if faith.
I pray thee, lend me thine.
I win, canst tell? Lend me thy lantern, quoth he. Marry, I'll see thee hanged first.
Sarah Carrier, what time do you mean to come to London?
Time enough to go to bed with a candle, I warrant thee. Come, neighbour Muggs, we'll call up the gentlemen. They will along with company, for they have great charge.
Where to, Chamberlain?
And quoth Vic first.
That's even as fair as at hand, quoth the Chamberlain, for thou variest no more from picking of purses than giving direction doth from labouring. Thou layest the plot
The
out.
moral, Master Gaziel. It holds current that I told you yesterday. There's a Franklin in the wild that can't have brought 300 marks with him in gold. I heard him tell it to one of his company last night at supper. A kind of oil, one that hath abundance of charge to God knows what. They are up already and call for eggs and butter. They will away presently.
Sarah, if they meet not with St. Nicholas clerks, I'll give thee this neck.
No, I'll not it. I pray thee, keep that for the hangman. For I know thou worshipest St. Nicholas as truly as a man of falsehood may.
What talkest thou to me of the hangman? If I hang, I'll make a fat pair of gallows. For if I hang, old Sir John hangs with me. And thou knowest he is no starveling. Tut! There are other giants that thou dreamest not of, the which for sport's sake are content to do the profession some grace. That would, if matters should be looked into, for their own credit's sake, make all whole. I am joined with no foot land rakers, no long staff sixpenny strikers, none of these mad mustachio, purple-hued maltworms, but with nobility and tranquility. Burgomasters and great one-liners, such as can hold in, such as will strike sooner than speak, and speak sooner than drink, and drink sooner than pray, and yet soon they lie, for they pray continually to their saints, the commonwealth, or rather, not pray to her, but pray on her, for they ride up and down on her, and make her their boots.
What? The Commonwealth their boots? Will she all out water in a foul way?
She will, Justice hath wicked her. We steal, as in a castle cocksure. We have the receipt of fern seeds. We walk invisible.
Nay, by my faith, I think you are more beholden to the night than to fern seed for your walking invisible.
Give me thy hand. Thou shalt have a share in our purchase, as I am a true man.
Nay, rather let me have it, as you are a false thief.
Go to! Homo is a common name to all men. Did the usher bring my gelding out to the stable? Farewell, you muddy knave.
Come, shelter, I have removed Falstaff horse. He flies like a gum velvet.
Stand close.
Fight! Fight to the end! Fight!
Peace, ye fat-kidneyed rascal! What a brawling dost thou keep?
Where's Poins, Hal?
He has walked up to the top of the hill. I'll go seek him.
I am accursed to rob in a thieves' company. The rascal has removed my horse and tied him I know not where. If I travel but 4 foot, why, the Squire Furtherfoot, I shall break my wind. Well, I doubt not, but to die a fair death for all this, if I escape hanging for killing that rogue. I have forsworn his company hourly, anytime this 27 years, and yet I am bewitched with the rogue's company. If the rascal have not given me medicines to make me love him, I'll be hanged. It could not be else. I have drunk medicines. Point! Now! The plague upon your oath! Far enough! Break down! I'll starve here I rob a foot further, and 'twere not as good a deed as straight to turn true men and to leave these rogues. I am the veriest varlet that ever chewed with a tooth. 80 yards of uneven ground is 70 miles afoot with me, and the stone-hearted villains know it well enough. A plague upon it when thieves cannot be true one to another. A plague upon you all! Give me my horse, you rogues! Give me my horse and be hanged!
Peace, ye fat guts! Lie down! Lay thine ear close to the ground, and list if thou canst hear the tread of travelers.
Have you any levers to lift me up again? Being down in blood, I'll not bear mine own flesh so far afoot again for all the coin in thy father's exchequer. What a plague me need to call me thus?
Thou liest! Thou art not colted, thou art uncolted.
I pray thee, good Prince Hal, help me to my cause. Good King's son,
Out, ye rogue! Shall I be your ostler?
go hang thyself in thine own heir-apparent garters. If I be ta'en, I'll peach for this. And I have not ballads made on you all, and sung to filthy tunes. Let a cup of sack be my poison, when a jest is so forward and afoot. I hate it. So do I, against my will.
Tis a shelter. I know his voice.
What news?
Casey! On with your visage! There's money of the king's coming down the hill. 'Tis going to the king's exchequer.
You lie, you rogue. 'Tis going to the king's tavern.
There's enough to make us all.
To be hanged.
Sirs, you 4 shall front them in the narrow lane. Ned Poins and I will walk lower. If they escape from your encounter, then they light on us.
How many be there of them?
Some 8 or 10.
Zoons, will they not rob us?
What a coward! said John Pont.
Indeed, I am not John of Gaunt, your grandfather, but yet no coward, Hal.
Well, we leave that to the proof.
So, Jack, thy horse stands behind the hedge. When thou needst him, there thou shalt find him. Farewell, and stay fast.
Now I cannot strike. I shall be hanged.
Ned, where are our
Here,
disguises?
hard by, stand close.
Now, my masters, every man be his own. Say aye. Every man do his business.
Come, neighbor. The boy shall lead our horses down the hill. We'll walk afoot a while and ease our legs.
Jesus bless us! Strike! Now with them! Cut the villain's throat! Ah! Horse and caterpillars! Make it fed knaves! They hate us youth! Down with them! Face them! Done! Both he and all yours forever! Hang ye, gore-bellied knaves! Are ye undone? Now, you fat chops! I want your story here! On bacon on! What ye knaves? Young men must live! Your grandeurs are ye! Will die ye face!
The thieves have bound the true men. Now could thou and I rob the thieves and go merrily to London? It would be argument for a week, laughter for a month, and a good jest forever.
Stand close. I hear them coming.
Come, my masters, let us share, and then to horse before day. And the prince and boys be not too arrant cowards. There's no equity stirring. There's no more valor in that point than a wild duck.
Your money! Now merrily to horse. The thieves are all scattered and possessed with fear so strongly that they dare not meet each other. Each takes his fellow for an officer. Anyway, good Ned, Falstaff sweats to death and laws the lean earth as he walks along. Were not for laughing, I should pity him.
How the fat rogue roared.
But for mine own part, my lord, I could be well contented to be there, in respect of the love I bear your house. He could be contented. Why is he not, then? In respect of the love he bears our house, he shows in this he loves his own barn better than he loves our house. Let me see some more. The purpose you undertake is dangerous. Why, that's certain. 'Tis dangerous to take a cold, to sleep, to drink. But I tell you, my lord fool, out of this nettle danger we pluck this flower safety. The purpose you undertake is dangerous. The friends you have named uncertain, the time itself unsorted, and your whole plot too light for the counterpoise of so great an opposition.
Say you so? Say who so? I say unto you again, you are a shallow, cowardly hind, and you lie. What a lack brain is this? By the Lord, our plot is a good plot, as ever was laid. Our friends true and constant. A good plot, good friends, and full of expectation. An excellent plot, very good friends. What a frosty-spirited rogue is this? Why, my Lord of York commends the plot in the general course of the action. Zounds! And I will now by this rascal I could brain him with his lady's fan. Is there not my father, my uncle, and myself, Lord Edmund Mortimer, my Lord of York and Owen Glendower? Is there not besides the Douglas? Have I not all their letters to meet me in arms by the 9th of the next month? And are they not, some of them, set forward already? What a pagan rascal is this? An infidel! Ha! You shall see now. In very sincerity of fear and cold heart, will he to the king and lay open all our proceedings. Oh, I could divide myself and go to buffets for moving such a dish of skim milk with so honorable an action. Hang him! Let him tell the king. We are prepared. I will set forward tonight. Now, kid, I must leave you within these 2 hours.
Oh, my good lord, why are you thus alone? For what offense have I this fortnight been a banished woman from my Harry's bed? Tell me, sweet lord, what is that takes from thee thy stomach, pleasure in thy golden sleep? Why dost thou bend thine eyes upon the earth, and start so often when thou sittest alone? Why hast thou lost the fresh blood in thy cheeks, and given my treasures and my rights of thee to thick-eyed musing and cursed melancholy? In thy faint slumbers I by thee have watched, and heard thee murmur tales of iron wars, speak terms of manage to thy bounding steed, cry, courage, to the field! And thou hast talked of sallies and retires, of trenches, tents, of palisadoes, frontiers, parapets, of basilisks, of cannon, culverin, of prisoners' ransom, and of soldiers slain, and all the currents of a heady fight. Oh, my spirit within thee hath been so at war, and thus hath so bestirred thee in thy sleep, that beads of sweat have stood upon thy brow like bubbles in a lake-disturbed stream, and in thy face strange motions have appeared, such as we when men restrain their breath on some great sudden hest. Oh, what portents are these? Some heavy business hath my lord in hand. I must know it, else he loves me not.
What ho! Is Gilliams with the packet gone?
He is, my lord, an hour ago.
Hath Butler brought those horses from the sheriff?
One horse, my lord, he brought even now.
What horse? A roan? A croupier, is it not?
It is, my lord.
Our own shall be my throne. Well, I will back him straight. Oh, Esperanza! Bid Butler lead him forth into the park.
But hear you, my lord.
What sayest thou, my lady?
What is it carries you away?
Why, my horse, my love, my horse.
Out, you mad-headed ape! A weasel hath not such a deal of spleen as you are tossed with. In faith, I'll know your business. Harry, that I will. I fear my brother Mortimer doth stir about his title and hath sent for you to lie in his enterprise. But if you go...
So far afoot I shall be weary, love.
Come, you parakeeto, answer me directly to this question that I ask. In faith, I'll break thy little finger, Harry, and if thou wilt not tell me all things true...
Away, you trifler! Love, I love thee not. I care not for thee, Kate. This is no world to play with mammoth and to tilt with lips. We must have bloody noses and cracked crowns, and pass them currents too. God's me, my horse! What sayest thou, Kate? What wouldst thou have with me?
Do you not love me? Do you not indeed? Well, do not then, for since you love me not, I will not love myself. Do you not love me? Nay, tell me if you speak in jest or no.
Come, wilt thou see me ride? And when I am a horseback, I will swear I love thee infinitely. But hark you, Kate, I must not have you henceforth question me whither I go, nor reason whereabout. Whither I must, and to conclude, this evening must I leave you, gentle Kate. I know you wise, but yet no farther wise than Harry Percy's wife. Constant you are, but yet a woman. And for secrecy, no lady closer, for I well believe thou wilt not utter what thou dost not know. And so far will I trust thee, gentle Kate.
How? So far?
Not an inch further, but hark you, Kate. Whither I go, thither shall you go too. Today will I set forth, tomorrow you. Will this content you, Kate?
It must of force.
Prithee, come out of that fat room and lend me thy hand to laugh a little.
Where has she been, Hal?
With 3 or 4 score loggerheads amongst 3 or 4 score hogsheads. I have sounded the very bass string of humility. Sir, I am sworn brother to a leash of drawers, and can call them all by their christened names as Tom, Dick, and Francis! They take it already upon their salvation that though I be but Prince of Wales, yet I am the King of Courtesy, and tell them flatly, I am no proud jack-like Falstaff, but a Corinthian, a lad of good metal, a good boy, my lord, so they call me. And when I am King of England, I shall command all the good lads in Eastcheap. They call drinking deep, dying scarlet. And when you breathe in your watering, they cry, and bid you play off. To conclude, I am so good a proficient in 1/4 of an hour that I can drink with any tinker in his own language during my life. I tell thee, Ned, thou hast lost much honor that thou wert not with me in this action. But sweet Ned, to sweeten which name of Ned, I give thee this pennyworth of sugar, clapped even now into my hand by an underskinker, one that never spake other English in his life than 8 shillings and 6 pence. And you are welcome with this shrill addition. Score a pint of bastard in the half moon. Or so, but Ned, to drive away the time till Falstaff come, I prithee, do thou stand in some by-room while I question my puny draw, to what end he gave me the sugar. And do thou never leave calling Francis. And this tale to me may be nothing but a nun. Step aside, I'll show thee a precedent.
Francis!
Thou art perfect.
Look down into the pub garden, Ralph!
Come hither, Francis.
My lord?
How long hast thou to serve, Francis?
Forsooth, 5 years, and as much as 2.
Francis!
Lord, sir!
5 year? By a lady, a long lease for the clinking of pewter. But Francis, darest thou be so valiant as to play the coward with thy indenture, and show it a fair pair of heels and run from it?
Oh, Lord, sir! I'll be sworn upon all the books in England I could find it in my heart.
Francis!
Oh, Lord, sir!
How old art thou, Francis?
Let me see. About Michaelmas next I shall be...
Francis!
Oh, Lord, sir! Pray stay a little, my lord!
Nay, but hark you, Francis. For the sugar thou gavest me, 'twas a pennyworth, was it not?
Oh, Lord, I would it have been 2.
I will give it thee for £1,000. Ask me when thou wilt, and thou shalt have it.
Francis!
Oh, Lord!
Not Francis, not Francis, but tomorrow, Francis, or Francis, a Thursday, or indeed Francis, when thou wilt. But Francis,
My lord?
wilt thou rob this leather jerkin, crystal button, not painted agate, ring, puke, stocking, caddis garter, smooth tongue, Spanish pouch?
Oh, Lord, sir, what do you mean?
Why then, your brown bastard is your only drink. For look you, Francis, your white canvas doublet will sully. In Barbary, sir, it cannot come to so much.
What, sir?
Francis!
Away, you rogue! Dost thou not hear them call?
Francis!
What? Standest thou still? And here's such a quarrel? Look to the get within! My lord, old Sir John with half a dozen more at the door. Shall I let him in? Let them alone a while. And then open the door. Points! Sir, Falstaff and the rest of the thieves are at the door. Shall we be married?
As well as the tickets, my lads. But thank you. What kind of match have you made with this jest of the draw? Come, what's the issue?
I am now, of all humors that have showed themselves humors since the old days of good man Adam, to the pupil age of this present 12 o'clock at midnight.
What What's o'clock, Francis? Hello, alone, sir.
However, this fellow should have fewer words than a parrot, and yet the son of a woman? His industry is upstairs and downstairs, his eloquence the parcel of a reckoning. I am not yet of Percy's mind, the Hotspur of the North, he that kills me some 6 or 7 dozen of Scots at a breakfast, washes his hands and says to his wife, "Fie, upon this quiet life I want work."
Oh, my sweet Harry, says she, how many hast thou killed today?
"Give me my own horse a drench," says he, and answers, "Some 14. An hour after, "A trifle, a trifle."
I prithee, Colin Falstaff, I'll play Percy, and that damned Brawn shall play Dame Mortimer, his wife. "Row!" says the drunkard. Colin Ribs, Colin Tallow.
Welcome, Jack. Where has that been?
"A plague of all cowards, I say, and a vengeance too. Marry and a maid. Give me a couple sack, boy. Ere I lead this life long, I'll sell another stocks, and mend them, and flip them too. A plague of all cowards. Give me a couple sack, rogue. Is there a virtue extant?"
Didst thou never see Titan kiss a dish of butter, pitiful-hearted Titan, that melted at the sweet tale of the sons? If thou didst, then behold that compound.
Rogue, here's lime in this sack too. There's nothing but roguery to be found in villainous man. Yet a coward is worse than a cup of sack with lime in it. A villainous coward. Go thy ways, old Jack. Die when thou wilt. If manhood, good manhood, be not forgot upon the face of the earth, then am I a shot and erring? There lives not 3 good men unhanged in England, and one of them is fat and grows old. God help the while! A bad world, I say. That would I were, whatever. I can sing psalms or anything. You plague of all cowards! I say still!
How now, Woolsack? What mutter you?
The king's son, if I do not beat thee out of thy kingdom with the dagger of wrath, and drive all thy subjects afore thee like a flock of wild geese, I'll never wear hair on my face more. You, Prince of Wales.
Why, you whoreson round man, what's the matter?
Are you not a coward? Answer me to that. It points there.
Zounds, you fat puss! Are you calling coward by the Lord thou stabs thee?
I call thee coward? I'll see thee damned ere I call thee coward. But I would give £1,000 I could run as fast as thou canst. You are straight enough in the shoulders, you care not who sees your back. Call you that backing of your friends? A plague upon such backing! Give me them that will face me. Give me a cup of sack. I am a rogue if I drunk today.
Oh, villain, thy lips are scarce ripe since thou drunkest last.
All is one for that. A plague of all cowards still say I!
What's the matter?
What's the matter? Every 4 of us here have taken £1,000 this day morning.
Where is it, Jack? Where is it?
Where is it? Take it from us, it is. 100 upon 4 of us.
What? 100 man?
I am a rogue. If I were not at half sword with a dozen of them 2 hours together. I have escaped by miracle. I am 8 times thrust through the doublet, 4 through the hose. My buckler cut through and through. My sword hacked like a handsaw. Edges and none. I never dealt better since I was a man. I would not do. A plague of all cowards. Let them speak. If they speak more or less than truth, they are villains and the sons of darkness.
Speak, sirs. How was it?
We 4 set upon some dozen
16 at least, my lord.
and bound them.
No, they were not bound. You rogue. They were bound. every man of them, or I am a Jew else, an Hebrew Jew.
As we were sharing, some 6 or 7 freshmen set upon
And
us.
unbound the rest. And then come in the other.
What? Fought you with them all?
All, I know not what you call all, but if I fought with 50 of them, I am a bunch of radish. If there were not 2 or 3 and 50 upon a poor old Jack, then I am a no 2-legged creature.
Pray God, you have not murdered some of them.
Nay, that's past praying for. I have peppered 2 of them. 2 I am sure I have paid. 2 rogues in buckram suits. I tell thee what, Hal. If I tell thee a lie, spit in my face, call me horse. Thou knowest my old ward. Here I lay, and thus I bore my point. 4 rogues in buckram let drive at me.
What for? Thou sent'st but 2 even now.
4, Hal. I told thee 4.
Yes, he said 4.
These 4 came all afront and mainly thrust at me. I made me no more ado, but took all their 7 points in my target thus.
7? Why, there were but 4 even now.
In buckram?
4 in backup suits.
7 by these hilts, or I am a villain else.
Prithee, let him alone. We shall have more anon.
Dost thou hear me, Hal?
Aye, and mark thee too, Jack.
Do so, for it is worth the listening to. These 9 in buckram that I told thee of,
So 2 more already?
their points being broken,
Down falls their horse.
began to give me ground, but I followed me close. Came in, foot in hand, and with a thought 7 of the 11 I paid.
Oh, monstrous! 11 buckram men grown out of 2?
But, as the devil would have it, 3 misbegotten knaves in kindle green came at my back and let drive at me, for it was so dark, Hal, that thou couldst not see thy hand.
These lies are like their father that begets them. Gross as a mountain. Open. Palpable. Why, thou clay-brained guts, thou naughty-pated fool, thou horsed, obscene, greasy tallow cat.
What? Art thou mad? Art thou mad? Is not the truth the truth?
Why? How couldst thou know these men in kindle green, when it was so dark that thou couldst not see thy hand? Come, tell us your reason. What sayest thou to
Tell your
this?
reason, Jack, your reason.
What? What compulsion? Zounds! And I were at the Sharado, with all the racks in the world. I would not tell you on compulsion. Give you a reason on compulsion? If reasons were as plentiful as blackberries, I would give no man a reason upon compulsion.
I'll be no longer guilty of this sin. This sanguine cowardice. This bed presser. This horseback break. This huge hill of flesh.
This blood! You starveling! You eelskin! You dry-kneed son! You bull's bristle! You stockfish! Oh, for breath to utter what is like thee! You tailor's yard! You sheep! You bowcase! You vile standing duck!
Well, breathe a while, and then do it again. And when thou hast tired thyself in base comparisons, hear me speak but this. We too saw you 4 set on 4 and bound them, and were masters of their wealth. Mark now how a plain tale shall put you down. Then did we too set on you 4, then with a word outfaced you from your prize and have it, yeah, and can show it you here in the house. And Falstaff, you carried your guts away as nimbly and as quick dexterity, and roared for mercy, and still run and roared as ever I heard Bullcap. What a slave art thou to have thy sword as thou hast done, and then to say it was in fight? What trick, what device, what starting hole canst thou now find out to hide thee from this open and apparent shame?
Come, let's hear, Jack. What trick is thou now?
Father Lord, I knew ye as well as he that made ye! Why, here
you, my masters, was it for me to kill the heir apparent? Should I turn upon the true prince? Why, thou knowest I am as valiant as Hercules. But beware, Instinct. The lion will not touch the true prince. Instinct is a great matter. I was now a coward on instinct. Yes. I shall think the better of myself and thee during my life. I, for a valiant lion, and now for a true prince. But the Lord, lads, I am glad you have the money. Hostess, clap to the doors. Watch tonight. Pray tomorrow, gallants, lads, boys, hearts of gold. All the titles of good fellowship come to you. What? Shall we be merry? Shall we have a play example?
Content, and the argument shall be thy running away.
Ah, no more of that, Hal. And thou lovest me.
Oh, Jesu, my lord the prince!
How now, my lady the hostess? What sayest thou to me?
Marry, my lord. There is a nobleman of the court at door would speak with you. He says he comes from your father.
Give him as much as will make him a royal man, and send him back again to my mother.
What manner of man is he?
An old man.
What does gravity out of his bed at midnight? Shall I give him his answer?
Prithee do, Jack.
Faith, then I'll send him packing.
Now, sirs, my lady, you fought fair. So did you, Pito. So did you, Bardoff. You are lions, too. You ran away upon instinct. You will not touch the true prince. No, fine.
Faith, I ran when I saw others run.
Tell me now in earnest, how came Falstaff's sword so hacked?
Right. He had to hit his dagger, and then he would swear to the England where he wouldn't make. You believe it was done in fight to persuade us to do the like? And to tickle our noses, for spear grass to make them bleed, and then to slobber our garments with it, and swear it was the blood of true men. I did that, I did not. This 7 years before I blushed to hear his monstrous devices.
Thou stolest a cup of sack 18 years ago and wert taken with the manner. And ever since thou hast blushed extempore, thou hast fire and sword on thy side, and yet thou ranest away. What instinct hadst thou for it?
My lord, do you see these meteors? Do you behold these exhalations?
I do.
What think you they portend?
Hot livers and cold purses.
Call my lord, if rightly taken.
No, if rightly taken, halter. Here comes lean Jack. Here comes Barebone. How now, my sweet creature of bombast? How long is to go, Jack, since thou sawest thine own knee?
Mine own knee? When I was about thy years, Hal, I was not an eagle's talent in the wrist. I could have crept into any alderman's thumbering. A plague of sighing and grief. It blows a man up like a bladder. There's villainous news abroad. Here was Sir John Bracy from your father. You must to the court in the morning. That same mad fellow of the north, Percy, and he of Wales that gave Mammon the bastinado, and made Lucifer cuckold, and swore the devil his true liegeman upon the cross of a Welsh hook. What a plague call you him?
Owen Glendower?
Owen, the same. And his son-in-law Mortimer, and old Northumberland, and that sprightly Scot of Scots, Douglas, that runs a horseback up a hill perpendicular.
He that rides at high speed and with his pistol kills a sparrow flying.
You have hit it.
So did he never the sparrow.
Well, that rascal hath good mettle in him. He will not run.
Why, what a rascal art thou then to praise him so for running?
A horseback, you cuckoo. But afoot, he will not budge a foot.
Yes, Jack, upon instinct.
I guarantee upon instinct. Well, he is there too. And one more take, and 1,000 blue caps more. Worcester is stolen away tonight. Thy father's beard is turned white with the news. You may buy land now as cheap as stinking mackerel.
Why then, it is like, if there come a hot June, and this civil buffeting hold, we shall buy maidenheads as they buy hobnails, by the hundreds.
By the mass, lad, thou sayest true. It is like we shall have good trading that way. But tell me, Hal, art thou not horrible afeard? Thou being heir apparent? Could the world pick me out 3 such enemies again as that fiend Douglas, that spirit Percy, and that devil Glendower? Art thou not horribly afraid? Doth not thy blood thrill at it?
Not a whit, if I lack some of thy instinct.
Thou wilt be horribly chid tomorrow when thou comest to thy father. If thou love me, practice and answer.
Do thou stand for my father and examine me upon the particulars of my life.
Shall I? Content. This chair shall be my state, this dagger my scepter, and this cushion my crown.
Thy state is taken for a joint stool, thy golden scepter for a leaden dagger, and thy precious rich crown for a pitiful bald crown.
Well, and the fire of grace be not quite out of thee. Now shalt thou be moved. Give me a cup of sack to make my eyes look red, that it may be thought I have wept. For I must speak in passion, and I will do it in King Cambyses' vein.
Well, here is my leg.
And here is my speech. Stand aside, nobility.
Oh, Jesus, this is excellent sport, the faith.
Weep not, sweet queen, for trickling tears are vain.
Oh, the father, how he holds his countenance.
For God's sake, lords, convey my truthful queen, for tears do stop the floodgates of her eyes.
Oh, Jesus, he doth it as like one of these harlotry players as ever I've seen.
Please, good Pinpot. Please, good Tickle Brain. Harry, I do not only marvel where thou spendest thy time, but also how thou art accompanied. For though the chamomile, the more it is trodden on, the faster it grows. Yet youth, the more it is wasted, the sooner it wears. That thou art my son, I have partly thy mother's word, partly mine own opinion, but chiefly a villainous trick of thine eye, and a foolish hanging of thy nether lip that doth warrant me. If then thou be son to me, here lies the point. Why, being son to me, art thou so pointed at? Shall the blessed Son of Heaven prove a mica and eat blackberries? A question not to be asked. Shall the Son of England prove a thief and take purses? A question to be asked. There is a thing, Harry, which thou hast often heard of, and it is known to many in our land by the name of pitch. This pitch, as ancient writers do report, doth defile. So doth the company thou keepest! For Harry, now I do not speak to thee in drink, but in tears, not in pleasure, but in passion, not in words only, but in woes also. And yet there is a virtuous man whom I have often noted in thy company, but I know not his name.
What manner of man, and it like your majesty?
A goodly, portly man, your faith, and a corpulent, of a cheerful look, a pleasing eye, and a most noble carriage. And, as I think, his age some 50, or by a lady inclining to 80. And now I remember me. His name is Falstaff! If that man should be lewdly given, he deceiveth me. For, Harry, I see virtue in his looks. If then the tree may be known by the fruit, as the fruit by the tree, then, peremptorily, I speak it. There is virtue in that Falstaff. Him keep with. The rest, banish! And tell me now, thou naughty varlet, tell me, where hast thou been this month?
Dost thou speak like a king? Do thou stand for me, and I'll play my father.
Depose me? If thou doesn't have so gravely, so majestically, both in word and matter, hang me up by the heels for a rabbit sucker or a poulter's hair.
Well,
here I am shut.
And here I stand.
Judge, my masters.
Now, Harry, whence come you?
My noble lord, from Eastcheap!
The complaints I hear of thee are grievous.
His blood, my lord. They are false. Nay, I'll tickle ye first, young prince of faith.
Swearest thou, ungracious boy, henceforth ne'er look on me. Thou art violently carried away from grace. There is a devil haunts thee in the likeness of an old fat man. A ton of man is thy companion. Why dost thou converse with that trunk of humors, that bolting hutch of beastliness, that swollen parcel of dropsies, that huge bombard of sack, that stuffed cloak bag of guts, that roasted Manningtree ox with the pudding in his belly, that reverend vice, that grey iniquity, that father ruffian, that vanity in years? Wherein is he good but to taste sack and drink it? Wherein neat and cleanly but to carve a capon and eat it? Wherein cunning but in craft? Wherein crafty but in villainy? Wherein villainous but in all things? Wherein worthy but in nothing?
I would your grace would take me with you. Whom means your grace?
That villainous, abominable misleader of youth. That old white-bearded Satan.
My lord, the man I know.
I know thou dost.
But to say, I know more harm in him than in myself would to say more than I know. That he is old, the more the pity. His white hairs do witness it. But that he is, saving your reverence, a whoremaster, that I utterly deny. If sack and sugar be a fault, God help the wicked. If to be old and merry be a sin, then many an old host that I know is damned. If to be fat to be hated, then Pharaoh's lean kind are to be loved. No, my good lord, banish Peter, banish Bardolph, banish Poins. But for sweet Jack Falstaff, kind Jack Falstaff, true Jack Falstaff, valiant Jack Falstaff, and therefore more valiant being, as he is, old Jack Falstaff. Banish not him thy Harry's company. Banish not him thy Harry's company. Banish Plum Jack, and banish all the world.
I do. I will.
Oh my lord! The sheriff with the most monstrous watches out the door!
Mighty rogue! Play out the play! I have much to say in behalf of Lord Falstaff!
Hey, hey, the devil rides upon a fiddlestick. What's the matter?
The sheriff and all the watch are at the door! They all come to search the house! Shall I let them in?
Dost thou hear, Hal? Never call a true piece of gold a counterfeit. Thou art essentially mad without seeming so.
And thou a natural coward without instinct.
I deny your major. If you will deny the sheriff so, if not, let him enter. If I become not a cart as well as another man, a plague upon my bringing up. I hope I shall as soon be strangled with a halter as another.
Go hide thee behind the arras. The rest walk up above. Now, my masters, for a true face and good conscience.
Both which I have had, but their date is out, and therefore I'll hide me.
Call in the sheriff.
Ha! Now, Master Sheriff, what is your will with me? First, pardon me, my lord. A hue and cry hath followed certain men unto this house.
What men?
One of them is well known, my gracious lord. A gross, fat man.
As fat as butter!
The man, I do assure you, is not here, for I myself at this time have employed him. And Sheriff, I will engage my word to thee that I will by tomorrow dinner time send him to answer thee or any man for anything he shall be charged withal. And so let me entreat you, leave the house.
I will, my lord. There are 2 gentlemen have in this robbery lost 300 marks.
It may be so. If he have robbed these men, he shall be answerable, and so farewell.
Good night, my noble lord.
I think it is good morrow, is it not?
Indeed, my lord. I think it be 2 o'clock.
This oily rascal is known as well as Paul's. Go call him forth.
Foster! Fast asleep behind the Irish and snorting like a horse.
Hark! How hard he fetches breath. Search his pockets. What hast thou found?
Nothing but papers, my lord.
Let's see what they be. Read them.
Item, a capon.
Item, sauce.
Item, sack, 2 gallons. Item, anchovy, and sack after. Supper. Item, bread.
How monstrous! But 1 halfpenny worth of bread to this intolerable deal of sack? What there is else, keep close. We'll read it at more advantage. There let him sleep till day. Out to the court in the morning. We must all to the wars. And thy place shall be honorable. I'll procure this fat rogue a charge of foot. And I know his death will be a march of 12 score. The money shall be paid back again with advantage. Be with me betimes in the morning. And so, good morrow, Peter.
Good morrow, good my lord.